Hello everyone. So this is the leftovers of the memorable blizzard that we had 10 days ago. A meter of snow that had slowly melted, but that we still had to shovel as our snow plower was never able to come after the event. So if you are new here, welcome. We are Travis and Émily and we live at 8,000 feet in the mountains of Colorado. So this is springtime for us. We often receive the most snow in March and April in the area, so we know to be patient when it comes to expectations about warmer days to come. It might be a little cold and snowy these days, but we are often granted a beautiful sunny sky that warms ourselves up when needed. And I would lie if I would say that we don't dream of a blossoming spring sometimes, but since we'll be heading down to Latin America next week, it keeps us patient and diligent with whatever weather shows up. Until we get there, we make sure to enjoy the great outdoors, the moisture, and the snow that Mother Nature offers us.
One scoop at a time.
It got heavier on the snow.
Heavy.
Almost there.
Finally, after 10 days. Finally, after 10 days.
Finally.
Through all the snow in these northern skies and all
Very out of breath.
empires, the lowest lows and the grand soaring highs, I'll be kind to you the rest of my days.
Now we'll remove the Highlander.
Through all them shadowy barbed wire streets and all them lying servants in their parliamentary seats, through all the frozen-hearted warlords and thieves, I'll be kind to you the rest of my days. And so when you go down that dark, foggy road, if there's one thing that you know, when you're out in the cold, with all the warmth my devoted heart holds, I'll be kind to you the rest of my days.
All right. Hello everyone. We just finished plowing, shoveling our driveway. Well, the residues from the big blizzard that we had now 8 days ago? 10 days ago? When was it?
It was Wednesday, so 10, 11 days ago.
Yeah, we're pretty drained right now, but we will back up the truck and start cleaning it so we can stage for our trip to come. And it's been a lot. Like we were snowed in for 5 days total, and we had help from a snow plow that just plowed like half of our driveway, which is 300 feet long. So we only had 150 feet to shovel, which is a lot when you have a meter of snow. Today was more like 1.5 feet, and it's heavy, and it has melted a lot, which is good.
Melted a lot. Yeah.
Are you tired?
More now. It melted a lot, and gratefully so.
Yeah.
And I didn't really feel like having a conversation with you guys, but Emily really encouraged me to, so here I am.
Let's be natural, right?
Out.
Yeah.
That's just me being authentic with you.
Yeah. And it was warmer this morning, and the temperature now almost dropped 10 degrees Fahrenheit, so it got cooler. But still, we will work on what we have to do, right?
Yeah, and there's supposed to be more snow coming. I need to look at the news and see exactly, which I never do, mind you, but need to see exactly what that amount of snow is looking like, because we have so much to do, we can't afford to be stuck in the driveway like we have been for the last week and a half. So we got to just make sure that we park vehicles in proper locations and move accordingly, so that way that doesn't happen again if it's going to be another big storm like that, which I really hope it's not going to be. But this time of year, March, April, is when we get the most snow, and I have seen very large storms like this come one after the other. So
Yeah.
those who fail to prepare to fail, I like to say.
Yeah.
So be prepared.
So we had actually planned to leave like this week for a long trip down south, but because the pickup actually took a little longer to get ready at the garage, it was there for almost 2 weeks, and we got it back
It was there for 3
yesterday.
weeks.
Oh wow, it was there for 3 weeks, but at least we know that the vehicle now is completely perfect. Well, you're doing a checkup.
One last thing to do on Monday. I have to drive back to the shop, which is an hour drive. But it's the shop that we felt very comfortable with using, considering the amount of work that we have to do. So I have to go back there and have them replace one part that they installed, which we feel was not due to their installation, but due to manufacturing. And then the rest of everything else should be really good. It feels like I'm driving a new old truck, which actually does feel really good. I bought it brand new in 2002 with 14 miles on it, and it has 281,000 miles on it currently. So,
yeah.
But I did all the maintenance mostly at the dealership and drove it very well and took really good care of it. So we feel very confident in driving it south to our new home.
Yeah, it's going to be a 4,000 mile journey or about. Yeah, so now we're getting ready. We are thinking that we will leave probably this week or next week. So there's a lot to prepare. There's been a lot on our mind, lots of on our to-do list. But at the same time, slow and steady wins the race, so we do a little bit every day. But today, yeah, is the truck cleaning moment. So,
yep, clean all the windows and clean out all the compartments, and vacuum everything very well, top to bottom, and just begin to prepare to organize and fill it back up and make it a mess again.
Yeah, because it's a mountain truck, so right now it's a little dusty and sandy and rocky at the bottom.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's all in grace, really. Everything is flowing nicely, and it's all in perfection. I prefer that we take our time before leaving than leaving on a rush and then missing stuff and feeling like unprepared. So that's all in perfection.
Yeah. We'll stop in Austin, Texas to visit some family on the way down, which actually is pretty much right on the way. It's just a little bit out of the way. So that feels good. We get to go and see the family. And then from there, we'll be driving over the border out of the country.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Exciting! Yes. Yeah, good work.
Thank you. Sometimes I need a pat on the back.
One last thing, if you are new to our channel or if you have watched a couple of our videos and you've been enjoying our content, please subscribe and leave a like and
comment, ask any questions you would like.
Yes, I'm cold.
We love to communicate and dialogue with you all.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
For now, we love you all. Thank you for staying tuned and look forward to much more to come on our journey.
Yeah, and please write in the comments where you're from. It's nice to see where our viewers are from and where you're watching from. So, yeah.
We would love that.
Yeah, stay tuned. Thank you.
Take care now.
All right, so tonight we're having a miso soup, but it's made with deer mushrooms. It's a mushroom that we foraged down in town last spring, and also some matsutake. I don't know if you're familiar with matsutake, but that's a very precious mushrooms. Like it's sold for, I don't know, $200 a pound in Japan. And we find them in our forest with ramen, so it's gonna be very, very delicious. Looking forward for that after a big day of work. Very good.
What is it?
Simple. It's a miso soup, chickpea miso soup, with some wild mushrooms, some matsutakis, and some deer mushrooms. It's also something we foraged. Green onions, there's carrots, and little shredded Brussels sprouts, and ramen in there. Ramen, millet and rice ramen, gluten free. It's very good. I love it. Well, we thought we would work outside today, but there's another snowstorm coming in. Fortunately, we shoveled everything yesterday, so. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a good one again. We're gonna work in the house. It's already falling in very strong. Mountain living, guys. Where are you going this late at night?
I'm going to shovel more snow
Again.
and wipe off the car. And I'm going to drive out to the main road and back so I can track it down so that way we're not stuck back here in the morning time. And then I'm going to leave the truck up at the top of the driveway as well. So
We learn, no? We learn from our previous blizzard.
Nothing new for me. I just had forgotten because we haven't had that big of a snowstorm in a long time. And I know better, but sometimes you remember the hard way.
Not so bad so far, probably 6 inches. Which seems like nothing after what we had the other day, right?
No, that was I love you.
Ah, I didn't say that. So our snowplower is back in function because he broke his 2 trucks during the big blizzard. And here is right now. So much arm sweat we gave to that driveway. And look at that. Easy. I think he's struggling a little bit with the piles of snow. Wow, this is so easy with a truck. Travis had a very big day in town today. He finally got the truck back from the garage and lots of other things. So, yeah,
I'm grateful to be home and to eat this beautiful plate of art that my beloved has provided us graciously.
Yeah, it's sushi, avocado, carrots, sweet potato, rice, of course. There are like these shaggy parasol mushrooms that you saw in so many videos that are like mixed with ginger, lemon juice, maple syrup, garlic powder, onion powder.
There's no plant-based sushi anywhere that's this good. I tell you that much.
Oh, you're not biased at all.
Huh?
You're not biased at all.
I am biased.
Bon appétit.
Bon appetit. So good.
Yeah, I think we had a little curiosity fire in the chimney. The smell in the house is strong still, but it will pass. It seems to be regulated right now, so that's good news. It smells amazing in here. What are you up to?
Making some fresh Indian dal, a recipe that you all have seen me make in the past videos, but one of my fave. We just had a 9-day fast, and so part of me breaking my fast is making this dal.
Well, it was not a fast though.
Well, not a fast, but a cleanse, a 9-day cleanse.
We were eating abundantly.
Yeah, but it was a raw cleanse in the middle of winter time, which is to be pretty cold.
Yeah. So you said you were breaking your cleans with that, right?
Yes.
That's awesome. It smells amazing. It smells like there are curry leaves in your curry, right? In your dal?
Yeah.
Smell it. And we use all our homemade. The spices are not in it yet. There's kabocha squash, some potatoes, celery, carrots, sprouted mung dal, beans, mung beans.
Mung beans.
And the spice will come in after. It smells divine. And I know you're kind of on a rush because you need to go to town to get some material that is missing.
So wasn't planning on going to town today. Was planning on enjoying a beautiful day and just relaxing, maybe going for a hike with Emily. But we're gonna go to town and get supplies and keep this train running.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a beautiful day outside right now. That's our view from our kitchen window. You see the mountains. Yeah, the sun is shining, the sky is blue, so I'm sorry, honey, but I will go snowshoeing.
Although it is quite cold outside today, so.
Yeah, it's felt like -8 degrees Celsius. Yeah, thanks for making this amazing meal.
My pleasure. We love our ginger.
Yeah. Ginger or garlic, we never respect the amount, we always triple. Right?
Yes. At least.
The amount of love also, we always put so much love.
It's like quadruple, triple, quadruple the love always.
Yes.
This is very important.
Yes. There's a lot of snow here. On the way out, I'm going down a hill, so on the way up it's gonna be pretty intense, especially with the altitude. Okay, I hadn't planned to come here at first. That's my favorite spot, Travis as well. But once I started walking, I just felt like, just keep going. You know, it's sometimes I feel like I don't want to do so much and walk that much because on the way back, as I said, it's labor intensive. It's intense with like the 6-8 inches of snow plus the steep hill and the altitude. But I love sometimes to put myself back. When I was on the Camino de Santiago, which is a pilgrimage in Spain that I did twice, and it's 500 miles, 550 miles, and I put myself back in these days when I was doing like 20, 25 miles a day by walk. I just had this strength inside and just this focus and just this energy that I could do it. I just knew I would finish this pilgrimage. It took me a month both times. But when I get in this space where I feel a little lazy, I would say, sometimes I just like put myself back in this spirit where I could just walk endlessly and feel so good and so energized at the end of the day. So there's a lot that is happening in the mind, right? So I'm very glad I came here. It's energizing and the sun is good, and it's good to I have my bare hand on the rock as well, which is very earthing, very rooting. And yeah, I'm feeling grateful right now. Out we go. It's very deep. At least I have some snowshoe traces that I can walk in. Sometimes it makes me lose balance.